Back live at the farm. I tried to come to the bakery real quick and get a burrito. She said they're making more. I'm debating whether I should wait here or I should just start heading toward the back of the park over to Prop Shop and get something there. I may just do that because I'm kind of hungry and, as usual, on a little bit of a time crunch. Not crazy, but just a little bit of a time crunch. But either way, I don't want to keep you guys just kind of hanging out looking at closed Ghost Rider. I'd rather walk around the park. These are called Let's Walks, not let's sit on a bench and wait. All right, it's all about proactivity. Proactivity, that's the name, that's the word of the week. Proactivity. Yay. It's not rainy, which is nice. It's weird. The last few like crazy like rainstorms that we got always seem to land on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I know this weekend wasn't like a crazy rainstorm or anything, but you know what I mean. It's always on days where I'm off and can come to the park, but the park is closed because it's rainy and this park doesn't stay open in the rain. But today is much different. Today it's all about the sunshine today, fellas. So they're doing the I forgot what they're called, but they have the hey, what's going on, Heather? I forgot what they're called. It's like their little educational trips that they do. They're doing those again. Checking with Dippin' Dots. Oh, the Dippin' Dots guy. I got to remember that. Well, I just went by there not too long ago. And, Sad Eye, is he still sleeping? He sleeps in late, huh? So the park opens at 10. Sad Eye opens it whenever he wants. There was nobody at the Dippin' Dots stand when I went by there, but I went by the one underneath Silver Bullet. So, but thank you for reminding me because I did not remember that at all. When your brain is basically just a hamster running on a wheel, you tend to forget the important things, like where you can get the info from. Looks like they're setting up Birdcage Theater for Riverboat. That'll be fun to see that back again. Here's a little tidbit, and I really hope that I doubt that she watches this, but there was a cast member on the first iteration of Riverboat's Revenge that I watched. This was before Andrea, and kind of right after my last marriage, and I don't know if it just happened to be like, hey, Whittles is out. It just happened to be kind of the situation I was in, you know, being the single dad, and just really kind of, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm very quick to fall in love, but there was a cast member of Riverboat's Revenge that I absolutely adored, and I went and saw her in it like 3 or 4 times just because I don't know what it was. But I actually think she works at the Pirates Dinner Theater now. I don't know her name or anything. So obviously it was not love, but I was infatuated with this girl. And so let that be a lesson to everybody. Don't be weird like me. That's what got me into Riverboat's Revenge. I need to see it again with a new cast. And now that I'm married and, you know, I don't... Oh, good. They did open the... This was closed like 30 minutes ago, but it looks like they opened River Rapids. And oh my goodness, last time I came here, this was completely empty. Look at it now. Woo! This is where everybody is now. That's quite the line. There, I don't know if I've said this before. There is a group of people when the park opens that tends to just kind of swarm around the park together. And as long as you can kind of do the park the opposite of the way they do it, yay, then you'll be able to pretty much walk on every ride. I got to give my disclaimer here because I know that a lot of times the reception here is real bad. So just fair warning, it may drop out for a second. I swear I'll be back. I got to walk through the 20s here. They didn't have good Wi-Fi back in the 20s, so this is the most authentic portion of the park here, I think. Yeah, hear that muted trumpet? Good times. They do know how to party over here. They don't got good cell reception, but they do know how to party. I'll give them that. There's no boysenberry today. I haven't seen him yet. I've been here for almost 2 hours. And I have not seen boysenberry. It's a bit of a shame. Okay, and then we're gonna go this way. There's nothing going on in Boardwalk, so we're gonna kind of stay out of Boardwalk. Boardwalk always demonetizes me. So we're gonna stay out of Boardwalk for today. But there's nothing happening over there anyway. Just, I will say that if you do go, bring earplugs because it is super loud over there. They have a tendency to crank the music way too loud on off days. Also, they got Preserved. They got that show all set up and ready to go for Knott's Preserved. That starts on Friday as well. This is the last kind of down week before Boysenberry Festival, and then right after Boysenberry Festival, Summer Night starts. So we're really in the last week of 2024's kind of off season. Oh, cool! She's got one of those Insta 360s. I want one of those so bad, but I don't want to be spoiled. But those are awesome. I'm gonna go over there and look at it. Yeah, it's about to get packed here in a couple days. Don't look forward to that, but I'm sure Knott's is looking forward to that Monday. I know I would be. Look at how cool this is. She's got this Insta 360 here. So she can get me waving and then somebody else over there. I love it. Those are cool looking cameras. Okay, but I don't want to look like a weirdo. Oh, my favorite. Well, the Boysenberry Festival is always about the food, right? And obviously, being a hefty man, I always look forward to any festival that centers around food. So that's probably the part I'm looking forward to the most. I don't know if you saw, yeah, that's true. Hey, what's going on, Vanta? The beer, the Boysenberry beers that they have are generally really good too. Let's go through Fiesta Village. I gotta make sure I get back in time to do the. I want to go on the Stagecoach. But the beers at Boysenberry Festival are super good too. I don't know if you tried any of the drinks at Scary Farm last year. Some of those were just straight gasoline, but some were super good. We had Andrea and I had the whiskey pickle. That was like better than I thought it was going to be. Those two really, excuse me, Jaguar, I'm doing something here. Keep going, get out of here. Get out of here, Jaguar. Now the crowd is very thin today. I was saying earlier that this is kind of the last real down week for Knotts before they start going crazy, before they start really getting into. Wait, did you see Wicked? Or is he? Oh, there he's in the. Sad there's no mudslide this year. Well, I didn't have the mudslide last year, so I guess I don't get to miss it. But I what did I have last year that was super good at the Boysenberry Festival? You know what? I don't really remember. I got to be honest with you. Everything's kind of a whirlwind. All right, we're gonna circle around and probably try to hit the. Wicked, are you coming to the park at all this week? Okay, I haven't seen you here in a long time. The wings, I didn't have the wings either. I wish I remember what I actually did have, because I had quite a few things. My gimbal is crazy. It just kind of does its own thing. It focuses on something and goes, you know what, I don't want to turn. But now it's fine. Now it turns. But it doesn't look like there's as many booths this year. Okay, you are going to go Friday for Boysenberry Festival? Okay, you'll have to let me know how it is. I'm not going to be able to come again until probably after the weekend. Oh yeah, also, the people that are here today are big screamers. A lot of screamers today. So, if you pick a day, thank you, Jaguar. If you pick a day to come and you're worried about some of the rides, the people that are here definitely make them seem a little bit more intense. You can see inside the door in yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to be here this weekend, unfortunately. I may try to come Sunday night. It really just depends on work. There's a lot of stuff going on at work that's keeping me from doing this stuff on the regular, and it's kind of bums me out, but you know, gotta provide for the fam, right? All right, so let's try to head over to the Stagecoach and see. I feel like I'm just running in circles. People are gonna get bored. Like, yeah, we already went this way, Josh. Go somewhere else, please. In reality, I just pick a family and follow them. Back through the bridge. So we'll make a loop through, I guess through Camp Snoopy maybe, and then we'll call it from there. That'll be enough time, right? Unless y'all want to go on the Stagecoach with me. I don't know how fun that'll be, but the Stagecoach opens in 15 minutes or so. They're gonna bring the horses around. And I gotta make sure I get onto one of the first rides there. Otherwise, that line becomes 30 minutes real quick. I know. Halfway to Halloween. It's coming up on us fast, especially because there's so much other stuff going on with the park. That's why I really appreciate the Seasons of Fun thing that Knotts does, because you get to kind of move through the park in waves. It really does. Every 5 weeks or so, you get a different season. Or 8, I guess it'd be like 8 or 9 weeks. You get a different season, and like the park is just a little different. I mean, it's always the same Knotts, but it's just a little different. Yeah, I know. Well, because Ghost Town Alive and Summer Nights is like that. I don't know why, but that season, it runs the longest. It runs for months, but it always seems to go the fastest. Probably because Soak City's open too, and I really like getting both parks in. I only got to do Soak City once last year. That was kind of a shame. But in my defense, I did Hurricane Harbor like 3 times because I had never done Hurricane Harbor before, so that was like the new shiny jewel. So I got to do that. But I definitely am going to make it a point to do Soak City more than once this year, just because that park deserves more love. So here's Camp Snoopy. So I was saying in the video that I posted on Friday, this whole wall here, that's true. They do have some bomb fish and chips at Soak City. That is true. Even the little fish sandwich I got there once wasn't bad. But there's nowhere to peek through this wall anymore. It's all blocked off. You can kind of look through gaps, but for the most part, not anymore. It got really crowded over here too. This park kind of, it's so funny. You walk through the park once and it's nothing. And then there's certain pockets of the park where there's a bunch of people. You circle back around and it's right. I do need that 360 for real. That'll be my next toy. I have to, we all need to comment bomb Andrea and tell her, convince her that we need a 360 for some of these. We're just going to totally follow in Knott's Network's footsteps and just whatever cameras they get, that's we're going to get the same thing. Thanks, Adrian. I appreciate it, man. I'm just me. I don't know if anybody saw. Right? Yeah. I need it. Don't want it. I'm gonna run into people. I gotta watch where I'm going. But I ran into Crash Zero last week, and he asked me kind of what I thought about live streamers and vloggers and stuff. And I mean, obviously, I'm for it. You know, I always have been. Before I got my annual pass at Disneyland back in 2018, I was watching vloggers all the time. You know, that was like the thing. It was Fresh Baked, Five Fires, and what's the other one? The husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever they are. I don't know. But I used to watch them all the time because I felt like they were super informative. And when I couldn't go to the park, which I wanted to be at the park all the time. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's like a guard shack over here now. This is where they're bringing in all the stuff for Camp Snoopy, the rails and stuff that are across the street. Yeah, and Knott's Network. And I kind of really, and I fell in love with video editing. And it all started, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have really seen any of the early, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's Ordinary Adventures. That sounds about right. No, it's not Ordinary Adventures. They're like almost like strictly Disney videos. And they had like a whole like tiff with Justin Scard a couple years ago. I don't know. Anyway, but I did watch Mouse Vibes too. And Mouse Vibes, actually, since you mentioned Mouse Vibes, that kind of fits into the story here. So I fell in love with video editing. Mouse Vibes, the best thing about there you go, Best Life and Beyond. That's the one. That's the one. Thank you, Wicked. But Mouse Vibes, like their videos are edited super well. I really like it. I don't know what camera they use, but the video quality is really good too. Akin to the Pocket 3, which is to this day the best purchase I've ever made. And by purchase I've ever made, I mean best Christmas gift Andrew's ever given me. But yeah, so it just started off as I just wanted to vlog the kids, and it was an excuse to edit videos. And then it turned into, well, I really like... Do they really? That's a ZV-10? Okay, well, I mean, that's solid quality. I don't know, maybe it just... the compression rate's real low or something. I'm not sure. I don't really know a whole lot about video logging. But I already went this way, didn't I? Let's go the other way. I know you have one, and I know that I've seen you use it here. That's why I have my iPhone 14. That's what I used to shoot all my B-roll on. And then my Pocket 3 is where I shoot all my main stuff. There's the 340 out there. FX30. I don't know what that one is. Is it a newer model? Oh, these dudes were here. They were working on the railroad tracks earlier. I love that they got the overalls and the flannel shirts. Hey, we're gonna blur that out, sir. We're gonna blur that shirt out. Oh, well then, okay. Cinema cameras do kind of rule. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's beyond my scope of knowledge, though. I don't know much about much anyway. But especially when it comes to cameras and stuff, I got the Pocket 2 and really liked it. I just didn't like its low light capabilities. And the Pocket 3 kind of just presented a whole new range of light scale. And I friggin' love it so much. Did it? I know. I'm going to have to... Wicked, let's try to plan... a Scary Farm date this year. Okay, I'm sure you have the Scary Farm Pass too, but I want to go with other, and I'm sure Andrew will want to as well. We want to go with more people and just get kind of nice. I love it, and get kind of different perspective of everything. I have always been a big fan of collaborations. In fact, Wicked, we have to get. You and I haven't done a Zoomcast yet, have we? I was trying to get Dylan to do it. He's off in Vegas from Theme Park Obsession. But he's like never home, and he's always on the go. So it's hard to get him to like settle down for 30 minutes. But yeah, okay, so then you'll be my next one. We won't discuss specifics here, but I'll get a hold of you, and we'll get that one going too, because it's been a while. I haven't done one since Crash. And in fact, I think that's the only one that I ever actually put out. So I think I'm due. The goal was to do one a month, and I didn't do one in February. So if you're down, maybe you and I sit down, do a little Zoomcast, talk theme parks and stuff. I know, that's it's one of my favorite things, is coming across other vloggers and YouTubers. Even though some of them don't seem too happy to see me because they're working and stuff. And the only time that I have trouble with it is like, yeah, collabs are my jam. That's one of my favorite things. I grew up on 90s hip hop, and that was all about collaborations. So that's just what I like to do. I'm gonna implement that here because I figure we're all one big happy family. Then okay, well, looks like I missed out on the stagecoach again because that line is starting to get real long. I'm never gonna get to ride this friggin' horse buggy. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I do remember when I started this, I wanted a burrito, and then I got up and walked away, and I'm sure all those burritos are probably gone now. Yeah, maybe we jump on the stagecoach anyway. But that's the park. We got a good little trip down the park there, right? We can appreciate it. And then if y'all, I don't know if you guys want to ride the stagecoach with me. I just really wanted to see the backside of Camp Snoopy. But this is probably a 20-minute wait or so. I'm jealous y'all get to go on Friday. Fridays are always the worst day for me with work. Yeah, I don't know how guest service does it out here. It's so like you basically have everything against you and still manage to make it work anyway. You know, that guest service area being hidden back there. I know, I love seeing these horses. And then that line piling up with so many people. And, you know, you've got to have a lot of patience for something like that. And that's commendable, for real. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to guest services. Shout out to the employees at Knott's Berry Farm, just in general.
Where is it?
Especially the horsies.
There's one right here, guys.
Yeah, you better be getting her done. I heard a rumor about guest services, but I won't spoil it here. Adrian, you can tell me in secret. It's 2 minutes to noon, and this is is it? Okay. Well, that's good to hear. I think that will actually help guest services tremendously if that rumor is in fact true. And good on you for that. She said she got harassed by a lizard. See the goose out there. Poor goose has to sit out in the elements while 41 gets to sit in the garage. You can tell Knott's plays favorites with this trained. Yeah, if you like, it is super nice. The sky here is always so awesome after it rains. Like you just get that super vivid blue. Now, give it a couple days and that's gonna turn greenish. But after it rains, it's always just freaking awesome. Yeah, and I'm always a fan of the clouds. I love, like, my favorite. I don't know if you guys were out and about last Friday night when it was like windy. Fake Chipotle, yeah. Oh yeah. I love Fake Chipotle. That's another one of my favorite places to eat here. It's just here's my problem is every time I come here I'm always on a time crunch as I wait for horses in the line for the horses. And Fake Chipotle always has a big long line. Like, I don't know if you saw when we walked by it a second ago. There was a big old long line built outside of there already, but I like it. I like Fake Chipotle. I like most of the places here. There's not very many places in this park that I really don't like. Maybe Chipotle. I know I should probably get with the times and stop making up my own nicknames for stuff. But yeah, that's what everybody seems to be calling it, Chipotle. But yeah, that place is awesome. That place rules. But the only place that I'm really I'm not super impressed with, it's too theme parky, is coasters. It's too Johnny Rockets theme parky for me. If I'm gonna get a burger, I'd rather go somewhere else and get a nice big burger. Oh, you can see the coyote pups out there. She's way out in the distance. She's running away. But my favorite place here is probably, I haven't even been to Fireman since they did that. I'm kind of afraid to go because I loved that place. But that's what I was gonna say. My favorite is probably Boardwalk Barbecue, even though they tamed down their portion sizes as well. But still, like, I love Boardwalk Barbecue. I just love a good old fashioned barbecue, especially during Merry Farm. Boardwalk Barbecue always has all the good stuff. Yeah, that's true. I'm not a huge fan of onion rings. If they did like fried zucchini, that would be awesome. But I mean, yeah, I always enjoyed the bigger portions at Boardwalk Barbecue, and I know when they toned them down, that was a bit of a letdown. But still, like, you still get a good bang for your buck. And look, I have a meal plan, so I honestly shouldn't be complaining about portions anyway, because it's not like I need any more portions. But I was just kind of getting upcharged. Probably. You're probably right. No. Still no horsies. Yeah. Oh, Rock and Brews happy hour. I've never even been to this Rock and Brews. I think the only places I've been outside the park is the Cauldron. And the gas station, the Arco on La Palma and Knott. Does that count? I don't think that counts. But I used to go there all the time and get my 5 hours before I came to the park. Yeah, man, I really wanted to get in there, and I got to get the kids in an hour. It's their minimum day. Do you guys remember ever having like a minimum day every single week? Like every week, one day was like scheduled to be a minimum day. That's how it is with the kids' schools these days. Yeah, we got to plan on doing it because we like to have a good time at Scary Farm anyway, and the more the merrier. My favorite times at Scary Farm were always when my family or my friends would come along. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love doing Scary Farm with Andrea, and I always, set aside at least 3 dates to go just me and her. But I mean, come on, you can't really beat just a large group going through these mazes and stuff. Speaking of Scary Farm, are you serious? Yeah, 3 minimum days for the year, right? Like through the whole year. And we would have some in-service days on like a Wednesday, like random Wednesdays off or something. So Scary Farm, does anybody have any guesses as to what we're getting back there this year? I don't really know where that's flex day for. Oh, okay. So it is a. Yeah, but Heather, are you a baby, Heather? Are you like 20 something or 30 something? Because if so, then that's like a new thing that got implemented. Okay, yeah. See, you're a baby. I have not yet, only because we're still trying to figure out. So Andrea is due on July 21st, but her original due date was July 30th. So we have to figure out if we get the tickets, if we're going to get one for her and one for me, or just one for me, or if we're going to get the full weekend, if she can handle it. She wants to go, and I want her to go. I don't really want to go by myself. Yeah. So the baby's due July 21st. And obviously that's right before midsummer. So I don't know yet. I am gonna go, but if I go by myself, I'm just gonna go one day. I don't want to go 3 days by myself. Do they? Maybe. Okay. Well, I'm glad you told me, because I'm gonna huh? They're fascinated with the gimbal. I'm gonna tell her that they do offer the insurance, so I'm gonna make sure that. Yeah, maybe we'll just get them now that we have the means to do so. And then if we can't make it, then maybe we kick that insurance in. Still no horsies. It's almost 12:15. No horsies yet. See, this is why I like having you around, because you have all the information that I don't have. I wish I could get this information. That's it. Was that gold bat? We're gonna get gold bat. We always get the gold bat. I don't know why we get the gold bat. Well, we get the gold bat because then we can get in first to the what's it called? Yeah, my brain is fried. I should have eaten something. But even then, like the gold bats, I mean, it was only like a little over $100 per. So, yeah, like $140 for gold bat, and so that's what we'll end up doing. That's not a bad idea, and then we can get the insurance with it, just in case she's not able to make it. I mean, I guess I can always just find somebody else to go with me for one of the days. Maybe my brother can come down or something. I don't know. But we can always figure that out. But yeah, I should probably just get the tickets and quit messing around. I don't know if this was a mistake to get in this line or not. Because as of right now, it looks like I'm not even going to get on till like 12:40. Saturday? Yeah, is Knott's doing a panel this year or no? Did they decide not? Because I know they don't ever really do a panel. They just did it last year for the 50th. And then if so, like maybe Horror Nights is going to do Saturday night instead of Sunday again? Or does Horror Nights just like to do Sunday and end the whole event with a bang? Yeah, that's what I think too. Because they never did Midsummer Scare panels or Midsummer Scream panels. Yeah, Where were you usually? Did you work in guest service during Scare too? 'Cause if so, yeah, maybe you take. I mean, 14 years that's a long time to work somewhere. And then you can just come and enjoy a couple nights with us. We'll get some. Yes, the Chilling Chambers. By far my favorite. I loved Chilling Chambers. I hope they bring that back this year. Like, even if it's not the same, it's had a kid. Sometimes you got to scare. That's one thing that I never did when I moved down to LA. Was I never worked at a Halloween haunt. I did a few times up north, but never when I lived down here. Just because I wanted to enjoy it. No horsies.
You too, Ollie? You too?
I might be out of luck again this week. Yeah, I will say, so we took the kids to a couple different haunts last year, and they're 10, 11, and 7. And it was we took them to Castle Dark and the Hayride. And they watched a lot of, oh, look who it is. Yay! They watched a lot of videos of Scary Farm and stuff with the sliders. And now that's what they want to do. They want to be sliders. So I just want them to know that I was like, well, get your knees ready. That's a lot of sliding around. That's a lot of banging on your knees and your body. And a lot of stomping. I mean, that jars your back.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Okay, well, I wanted to give you guys a view of the horsies before we signed off. So we say goodbye to the horsies. All right. Yeah, I know. You're not wrong, man. All right, guys. I'm gonna sign off and go do this last thing here and probably head out and go get the kids. But as always, thank you guys for sticking around and being a part of it all. And new vlog Wednesday, I think. We'll see you next time, Heather. We'll catch y'all on the flippity flop. See you guys later.